Hey, yo, kinfolk, man, we need to have a little talk, man. I've been seeing way too many black content creators telling us to sit this one out, to let the white folks handle it, and that this protest against Trump on April 5th ain't our fight. But I'm here to tell you, that's straight up fucking bullshit. First off, since when has anything Trump has done not affected black people? Y'all acting like this presidency didn't fuel racist violence, like he didn't push for policies that hurt our communities, like he didn't give a platform to white supremacists. The man literally refused to denounce the KKK when asked. And we supposed to stay quiet? They're saying this is a setup, a distraction, talking about martial law and blah, blah, blah. Okay, but let me ask you a question. Was January 6th a setup for them? Because they sure as hell showed up for their cause. And now when we actually have a chance to make a statement, y'all are saying we should stay home? That's exactly what they want us to do, man. Our ancestors never sat out when it came to fighting the oppression. If they did, we wouldn't even have the rights that we have now. This ain't about helping white people. This is about standing up against someone who has proven he's dangerous to all of us and to all the communities. So if you don't rock with Trump, if you don't want him to go full on dictatorship mode, don't let anybody tell you to stay out of it. Silence is compliance.
Black people in America, stay your ass in the house April 5th. I'm hearing there's supposed to be millions of people marching. Stay in the house. And this is why nobody can ever tell me that TikTok is not symbolism. It's more than an app. It's literally a time. Every time they say, oh, they're going to do some shutdown or they're going to have a meeting about it, some big phenomenon happens in America. Okay, let me get this straight though, right? We already got the history of the Passover. The Israelites, they were freed, right? So you mean to tell me millions of people are going to go marching when they can literally set martial law into place right before Stay in the house. We will not be the lamb that gets sacrificed this go round. All right, okay? Because let me tell you something. They talking about something. They had to sacrifice the blood of the lamb. What is a lamb? A baby sheep. What are God's people? Sheep. Like I said, we won't be the people that sacrifice this go round. All right. Stay quiet, stay indoors, and don't even interact. All right?
Okay, so this is going to be an unpopular opinion, and I'm okay with that. But I know there are nationwide protests planned for April 5th, and a lot of black people have been encouraged to sit it out. But I plan on attending the protests, and here's my reasons why. Number one, I don't want my silence to be mistaken as complicity. If I sit silently and allow all these things to take place, all these rights being stripped away from us, then that means that I'm complicit and I'm okay with it. Number two, I value our tradition as black people in America of being warriors for social justice. Not because of some airy fairy we believe in rights for everyone, but for our own rights, for our own livelihood, for our own betterment of our own lives. Everything positive that America has created has been because of black people at the forefront. All the positive rights that we've established is because black people have been at the forefront. And me personally, I want to be a part of that, and I want to set a standard and an example for my own children who are watching me to follow. And then last, if we don't resist, they're going to establish a fascist state like what we've seen in Nazi Germany. If you don't know history, then you don't know that the playbook they're using right now is Hitler's playbook. It's like a full cycle. Hitler used the American playbook, and now Trump is using the Hitler playbook. So I can't stand by idly and just watch that happen.
April 5th is coming. And before anybody starts romanticizing protest, let me just say it plain as day. No confusion. We are not going out there. Not this time. We are not going out there. A whole lot of people are planning to hit the streets, right? I know y'all have heard the buzz. Chants, signs, cameras, emotions are going to be high. I get it. Hell, I've been out there before. But the last time we marched, what happened? They tear gassed us, shoved elders to the ground, committed vandalism, and then blamed us. They shot rubber bullets at kids, and then had the nerve to call us violent. We showed up with our voices. They showed up with riot gear. We screamed, "Don't shoot," and they loaded that clip anyway. And let's be clear, this administration, they've let us know in no uncertain terms, Black people in the street equals threat. They're looking for a reason to vilify us. They're waiting for a headline to twist. They're hoping for a camera angle that's going to justify their brutality. And what do we get in return? A quote tweet, a statement, maybe a mural? But no safety, no justice, no peace. So no, we're not marching this time. We're not going to give them the photo op that they so desperately want. We're not playing into that cycle. We're not going to give them the excuse that they're so desperate for. We're protecting our people. We're staying home. We're building offline. We're organizing smarter. Because we don't need to be in the streets to prove that our rage is real. So let them march. Let them bait. Let them spin the same tired narratives. But don't let them turn your blackness into a threat on live TV. April 5th, we sit back. We step back. We stay safe. Because survival is resistance too.
So there's a couple of things that's going on Saturday, April the 5th. One of those things is that TikTok may be banned. The other thing is that there is a national protest going on for Saturday as well. And another thing is the men's NCAA Final Four is happening. But I wanted to talk about the protest that's happening. And of course, the 92%ers will not be there, okay? But I just wanted to give some tips on protesting. Now, I've been watching all of these protests that's been happening since number 47 has been in office. And some of these protests just make me cringe. And I've always wondered, do we need to give a lesson or someone needs to teach a class on how a protest should take effect? Now, when you guys go out there Saturday and protest, okay, you got to remember that we're not happy about this, okay? We're not happy about anything that's going on with this administration right now, okay? So keep that in mind. So we're not going to be out there singing Kumbaya and lighting campfires. None of that. That's not part of a protest, okay? We're not going to have bands playing. It's not a concert, okay? It is a protest, okay? Remember, we are protesting, guys. It is a protest. And another thing that I do not want to see is, I don't want to see you guys out in the street doing the electric slide or any line dance for that matter, okay? We are protesting. This is a protest. So just remember, this is not a happy moment, okay? Get a little bit angry, you know? I'm not saying to be destructive or anything like that, but just remember what you are protesting for. But again, I just wanted to give a couple of tips. Just remember that we are here supporting you guys safely and in the comforts of our own homes. And we do want you guys to be safe. But remember, it is a protest.
They shut down TikTok. I'm telling y'all, they shut down TikTok. They shut down TikTok April 5th. It's going dark. Follow me on Instagram. Please, I don't want to lose you.
Live look at the EBT community. Let's see what they're doing about April 5th? Protesting? What are y'all protesting for?
April 5th. If you're participating, turn off your biometrics.
So when y'all get the nose ring, does that automatically lead you down a path of destruction? Is that just part of it?
I have a Sharpie to write phone numbers on.
What?
Make sure that the people that you are participating with have some sort of bail bond.
Oh, so y'all already are planning on doing something that would allow you to go to jail. Not really a protest more than it is a criminal activity. Is that what I'm hearing?
Set up. Make sure that people know where you are.
I love this doom and gloom they have. If they're so scared, why are they protesting? We need to make sure we have this isn't the Underground Railroad, people. Skedaddle.
This whole trend online, I don't even believe this is real. This is an operation. This black people should stay home on April 5th. And the reality is this, everything bad in this country is disproportionately black. Whether we're talking about poverty, homelessness, deaths from diabetes, deaths from cancer, deaths from kidney disease. I could just go on and on and on. Trump's agenda is 100% designed to make this significantly worse. They're trying to get rid of Medicaid. That means more of our people are going to ultimately die. They're trying to cut rental assistance. That means more of our people are ultimately going to be on the street and potentially dying. They're trying to find a way to cut Social Security, which means more of our seniors are going to not have enough food to eat. So our people are 100% in the crosshairs of Trump. And not only are they under 100% in the crosshairs of Trump, they're now saying that you can't even teach about racism in this country. I mean, you had the one woman, Linda McMahon, at the hearing about Secretary of Education, and they said, can you assure us that having Black History Month at your school will not violate the Trump ban on DEI? And she said, I'm gonna have to look that up. Look it up. You can't even teach Black history. So everything that is bad is disproportionately Black, but you better not talk about it. And if you do, we're gonna pull the funding from your schools, from your colleges, from corporations. A lot of the conversation around tactics is like, well, you know, listen, we've been marching. As if the mark of why you should do something, if it's the right thing to do, is whether or not you succeed. Every single slave revolt failed in the United States. Gabriel Prosser didn't succeed. Denmark Vesey, they couldn't even get it off the ground. Nat Turner also did not succeed. I could go on and on. The German Coast Rebellion. But should they not have done it? No one looks back at that and says, oh wow, how dumb they were because they just kept doing the same thing and it never changed anything. Because eventually it did change something. Because slaves continuing to say that slavery is a degradation of their humanity and that they would not stand for it made a huge difference in changing the possibility and the reality of what was happening in the country. And by the way, the abolitionist movement at the same time was constantly petitioning. You know, the petitioning Congress, please Congress, take this up. Please Congress, do this, do that. They were voting for political candidates saying, get in there and try to end slavery. And for a long time, it did not end slavery. It did not work. I mean, the Montgomery bus boycott was 1955. The Civil Rights Act was not 1964. Should people have said, well, look, it's 1960, dog. Why would we have a freedom ride? Because they already did something in Montgomery and segregation isn't over. So why would we sit down at a lunch counter? Why should we do any of that? The reality is that just saying that you've done something again and again and again and it hasn't gotten you the goal, that means that tactic is somehow not appropriate, doesn't make any sense at all in terms of history, in terms of reality. All movements use many types of tactics, and 9 times out of 10, it takes a very long amount of time for those various tactics to crystallize into a victory. So if you got Trump talking about, I'm coming out here trying to destroy every single program in this country that helps Black people. Again, trying to destroy every single program in this country that helps Black people. Trying to destroy every single program that helps Black working class people. Trying to do everything possible to make the life of Black seniors even worse. And to try to erase the history of racism, white supremacy, and injustice from this country in every possible way. And you say you should stay home. I'm just telling you right now, you are Uncle Tom. You just like the people who told on the slave revolts. You are. You are.
This is a reminder that April 5th, tomorrow, the protest, that's not for us. They will be marching all across America tomorrow in regards to all of this stuff that Trump is doing to destroy this country. Per Project 2025, they are going to institute martial law when large protests happen. Whether they do it tomorrow or not, we know based on America's history that anytime Black people are marching or protesting peacefully, the country that our ancestors built, fought, and died for, and our sons and daughters still fight for in the military, only uses violence when we are involved. So to my white and Latino brothers and sisters who've responded to my post before asking should they go out, follow your hearts, my love, because somebody has to do the work. We are not going out because we know for a fact that we go out, they are going to do they gonna want a buck. You all should also take into context that MAGA, Trump supporters, they do not care what color you are. The only thing that they care about is their rhetoric. Anybody that goes against or does not believe in this mess that they're preaching. And I literally mean preaching because the majority of these people call themselves Christians. They will hurt you. You see what they did January 6th. So if you do, ignore them. Don't give them the energy. But also at the same time, be aware of what it is that you're dealing with. These people are unhinged, period, and point blank.
So I have a little bit better understanding about what this march is going to be about on April 5th, 2025. So today is actually March 31st. So this is the last day of March, and now we are actually on a real countdown. So we have a possible TikTok ban coming on April 5th that I don't possibly think is going to happen. I don't think the ban is going to happen. They wouldn't have put it back on the app and all this other stuff. I do not believe it's going to happen. If it happens, it happens. Oh well, we just go to another platform. And we have a Democratic March. I think I'm saying that right. Don't tear me up in the comments if I'm not saying it right. We have the Democratic March taking place on the same exact day of the possible TikTok ban. Is this something to do with TikTok? Because if it is, how come we can't get 1 million Democrats to come together and march when these cricket cops are out here unaliving people? Why can't we get a demonstration like that? I'm all for a group demonstration, especially if the demonstration has a good cause or a good meaning. So as I looked further into this march on April 5th of 2025, again, which is in 5 days from now, they're saying if something don't go right or something goes wrong, martial law could be declared. You guys know what martial law means? I looked it up. Martial law means that they're locking cities down. Like, people can't move. You have the military out in full force, rolling up and down the streets, making people stay in their homes and stuff like that. So is it really, really that deep for this march? I mean, again, like I said, I don't know the full scope of what's going on, but a lot of it don't make sense to me. Again, I'm seeing people that's being unalived by police officers, and all they get is a little small news article clipping or about 3 seconds of a half-an-hour slot on the news. So I'm a little bit confused about what's going on over here in our own country, because like literally I'm making this TikTok and I'm talking to you guys and I don't even understand the scope of what's really going on. So if things go wrong, martial law could be declared. Dark people need to stay home. So I'm taking my dark butt right now to Dollar Tree and I'm getting my dark butt and my family a few items for the house so I don't have to, what the heck? Y'all hear that? Somebody declaring martial law already and popping at me? My man started his lawnmower up and it started popping. Anyway, I'm taking my black butt to Dollar Tree and getting me and my black family some items from Dollar Tree so I don't have to leave the house, because this is the 31st and I don't know if I'm gonna leave, because this is a little bit scary, man. Like, are they gonna do something to us out here in these streets? Are they gonna do something to us if they see us out here in these streets? I'm just curious, man. Somebody please let me know. And I'm dead ass. I'm asking a serious question because I don't know everything about what's going on. Thank you.
I feel like at this stage, we've been gaslit so much that I don't see too many people that care one way or another if this app is banned in a couple of days. It's like that point in a relationship where the threat is no longer threatening. It's like, if you're gonna go, just go. Might drop a little thug tear, but in the end, we'll be fine.
Progressive are enacting another protest on April 5th. How can any of us take you seriously when this is like your third protest with a completely different motive? What, DEI? Y'all had a day without immigrants. Now we have a protest hands off that's supposed to go against Trump and Elon Musk. Like, you can't even mobilize like moderate Democrats because you don't know exactly what you want to center your fight around. So I'm on the website of the group who's basically leading this. The group is called Indivisible. Donald Trump and Elon Musk think the country belongs to them. I love how like the left can just make up stuff. Like, listen to this message. This mass mobilization day is our message to the world that we do not consent to the destruction of our government and our economy for the benefit of Trump and his billionaire allies. So just because you say the destruction of our government does not mean our government is on the path of destruction. We see that the president is working through the powers of checks and balances. He's even tried to plead recently with the Supreme Court to override some district judges. So I'm trying to figure out what this verbiage is. And we love to sit here and say billionaire allies, but are we not going to talk about Kamala Harris during her campaign? All of the billionaires that funded her campaign? Michael Bloomberg, Red Hoffman, Sheryl Sandberg, Steven Spielberg, Haim Saban. It's an oligarchy when Trump receives support from billionaires, but it's not an oligarchy when Kamala or Joe Biden receives support from billionaires. I love how they try to end their message with, we expect all participants to seek to de-escalate any potential confrontation with those who disagree with our values. I don't think it's us, the people who disagree with your values, are the problem. I think it's the people who agree with your values who love to commit arson and vandalism to American-made businesses, destroying our GDP.
Okay, so let me be real clear, because some of y'all are out here misunderstanding me on purpose. I was never saying that everybody has to protest. What I was saying is that telling Black people to just rest while the state rolls back our rights is not revolutionary. It's absolutely delusional. But let me break it down. There's a whole wave of people online telling black folks to just sit this one out. Stay your black ass at home. It's not our fight. First of all, that's a flat ass lie. Anything happening to this country tied to fascism, the rollback of civil rights, and the rise of white nationalism, that is our fight, because we're literally always the first to get hit and the last to be protected. And you can miss me with the idea that if black people show up, they're going to call martial law. Baby, they're already militarized every time we speak, from George Floyd to Ferguson to Occupy. Been there, literally lived that. So know that the state doesn't need a reason to be violent towards us. That's the default. So, like, because they might get violent, we do nothing? Like, we just let the machine keep grinding while we rest ourselves into another Jim Crow era? I know some of y'all are going to say rest is revolutionary, and hear me out. I know that it can be. But what we're doing by staying home and doing absolutely nothing is not radical. It's passive. You're telling people to only rest. No community defense, no mutual aid, no support for black moms, no strategy, nor organizing, just vibes and naps. Like, we've been talking about the soft life and rest era since last year. Meanwhile, DEI is being gutted, the Department of Education is under attack, segregation is creeping back legally, and you telling folks to rest like rest is the only plan? Be for real. And here's the truth. A lot of y'all were never going to show up. Instead of owning that, you dressed up your fear as strategy. You used history that you literally never studied, struggle you have never participated in, and tried to justify your silence. But that's not liberation. That's being a straight coward. And to the people who are saying protests never did anything, like, bitch, shut up. I'm going to do a video to tell you exactly how you're wrong, but you are literally walking around with freedoms, rights, access, and even the ability to talk all kind of nonsense on TikTok because of protests. Like, do you think that the Voting Rights Act just fell from the sky? Do you think desegregation came with a Hallmark card? People literally fought and died for what you take for granted. And now you want to pretend like protest is useless because you didn't see overnight change? Like, you are disrespectful to the ancestors and you need to grow up and shut up. If you heard what I said and you still don't care, that's fine. You're a waste of space. I already know we can't bring everybody. But just say you don't care and stop pretending like you're informed or strategic or conscious. You are not. And if you genuinely misunderstood me, here is the clarification that you've been wanting. I'm not saying that everybody needs to protest. I'm saying that black people need to do something, because the only thing more dangerous than our enemies is our silence. So, like, y'all got to understand, black liberation did not come from playing it safe. It came from resistance. It came from action. It came from strategy. It came from sacrifice. So, no, I'm not going to pat any of you on the back for doing nothing while fascism sets up the shop in our face. And if you're mad that I said it, you probably needed to hear it.
Stay home. Black people, stay home. Minorities, anyone with a green card, stay y'all ass at home April 5th. No protesting, no rallying, no none of that. Watch that shit in the safety of your own, because you know they waiting. You know they got a plan for you if you go out there. You think of peaceful protest, they thinking riot gear and riot bullets and, you know. Don't make it easy for them people. If you do be hard-headed and go out there, there's nothing we can do to help you. You better think about it.
Y'all, did y'all know it's supposed to be a march on April 5th? Yeah, I said a march. Over 1 million people supposed to be getting together to march, y'all. No lie, y'all. I'm gonna be at the house on my motherfucking sofa in my bed or something. I'm gonna be chilling. I'm not marching nowhere. And then just to throw out there, bro, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Just think about it. The last few marches that they had, right? The police or the government, they always plant somebody inside of the march to actually start a riot. The march would probably be going so good, and then all of a sudden somebody throws a rock or throw a brick or throw something and hit the police. Those do not actually be people from the actual marches. Those be people that the government or the police actually put in place to start a riot, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. They know what they doing. And being that everybody went on the news and said, oh yeah, we're gonna do a march, bro, they already planning for it. So y'all black folks, hey, y'all enjoy yourself out there in that march. I'm not marching shit. Well, I'm staying my black ass home and I'm gonna watch y'all. And you know, y'all let me know how it go.
Now, black people, on April 5th, I have about 10 things that I need y'all to be doing. Let's start with it. Number 1, I need y'all to go to the beach and mop up the water. Yes, I do. Number 2, I need y'all to open up your coffee seeds and count how many y'all have, okay? And let me know the number. Number 3, I need y'all to go to Costco's, go into the candy aisle, get jelly beans, and tell me how many it is. I need that. Yeah. Number 4, I need y'all to tell me how many books is in the library. Go to the library. Yes, I need to know. Number 5, I need to know why you won't take your ex back. I need to know the whole story. And it's about 31 parts of it. I need to know that. Yeah, I need to know. I need to know. Number 6. I think this is number 6. I need to know how many trees you have in your community. Go count those bitches. Go count those bitches. Number 7. I need you to go and get a net and see how many raindrops you could catch in that day, bitch. Yes. I need that. I need it. I need it. Number 8. Bitch, I need to know your whole life story, ho. Your whole life story. Start from 1. I need to know why you are the way you are. There you go. I need it. Number 9. I need to know how Jesus made water into wine, bitch. I need it. I need it. There you go. There you go. I need it. I need you to tell me. And number 10, black people. I need you to take your vacuum cleaner, go outside on the dirt, and vacuum up all that dirt out there, bitch. All of it. All of it. Because we not marching at all. The fuck?